All right, so we're back in this. Chapter 9, First Kings, page 163. And it comes to pass when Solomon had finished the building of the house of the Lord and the king's house on Solomon's desire, which he was pleased to do, the Lord appeared. So Solomon, the second time, as he appeared unto at Gibeon, and the Lord said unto him, Have heard that prayer, the supplication, I think that's what that is, that thou hast made me. I have hollowed this house which thou hast built to put name there forever, and mine eyes and my heart shall there be perpetually. So he's built something for him. That's my perception. No. I'm not gonna say that. But let's continue. And if thou wilt walk before me as David thy father walked, with in integrity of a heart and uprightness, to do according to all that I have commanded thee, and wait to keep my statutes. Let me see where we leave off at. And my judgments. Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever, as I promised to David thy father, saying, There shall not fail thee a man upon the throne of Israel. Dag, so he is building them. He's building them a throne, basically. But if you shall at all turn from the following me, or your children, and will not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name I will cast out of my sight. And Israel shall be a proverb and beyond word and by word among all people. Yes, so he is building them a house. And basically he's saying, bro, don't block your own blessing. Don't block your own blessing, bro. Just God will bless you, bro. Just do what he says, bro. Easier said than done, but easier done than said. Honestly, bro, his commandments are pretty self-explanatory. Especially after you do the work, you gotta do the work, bro. You gotta do the work, do the inner work. Do the inner work. You gotta become a better man, become a better woman. But this is basically, for a lot of the men out there, because sometimes we get caught up. We get caught up in what's going on outside and this and that, and we're more. I don't know. We're more influenced by the outside world, I guess. Not influenced, but we're more worldly, I guess you could say. And at this house which is high, everyone that passeth by shall be astonished, shall hiss, and they shall say, Why hath the Lord done this unto this land, and to this house? And they shall answer, Because God they forsook the Lord their God, who brought forth their fathers out of the land of Egypt, and have taken hold upon their gods, and have worshipped them, served them. Therefore hath the Lord brought up on them all this evil. Whoa! So he's saying, if you block your blessing, it's going to be taken away. And you don't want to feel God's wrath, so you might as well stay on the right path. Follow the narrow brick road. And it came to pass in the end of 20 years, when Solomon built the two houses, the house of the Lord and the king's house. Let me read this next one. Now Hiram, the king of Tyre, had furnished Solomon the cedar trees and fir trees with gold according to all his desires. That then King Solomon gave Hiram 20 cities in the land of Gilead. And you know what? This is the thing about it, bro. My thing is, I think as Christians, a lot of people say that we can't have, certain jewelry, but I think I've heard. I now don't quote me on this. I've heard that gold is not bad. I've heard that gold is not bad, and for the longest, I believe that gold is not bad just through my own intelligence. I know that gold is not bad. I know that God doesn't look because it's something that comes from this earth. It's different if it was like something man made. I would I would say that. I think that gold is just gold as an ornament. It's different if you pick up like I don't know. But I mean I think that God does accept jewelry, but probably I don't know. I would say keep it minimal, bro. Like you don't want to buy anything that I wouldn't say you don't want to buy anything, but you don't want to buy anything that's an idol. You can keep some gold for good luck, bro. But because I mean people buy gold rings all the time for marriage. So for the longest, I thought that well maybe he might not agree with this, but I mean now it makes sense. People buy gold rings, so you know what I mean. Still got a long way to go for now. And Hiram came out of Tyre to see the cities where Solomon had given him, and they pleased him not. And he said, "The cities are the cities. Wait. Hold on, let me read it." And he said, "What cities are these which thou hast given me and my brother?" He called them the land of Calub until this day. And Hiram sent the king 60 talents of gold. See what I mean? Gold is not bad. Gold is not bad. You can get gold as long as it's real gold. You're good. As long as I mean, you can have real gold. To be honest, I think so. No, no. See, don't go quoting me on that because I know it's gonna be somebody on here that's gonna say that. I already know. Probably not though. All right, let's get back on track. Man, this is the reason of levy which King Solomon raised for to build the house of the Lord in his own house, Milo, and wall of Jerusalem, Hazar, Megiddo, and Jezer. For Pharaoh the king of Egypt have gone up and taken Jezer and burnt it with the fire, and slain the Can Canaanites, Canaanites that dwell in the city, given for the present unto his daughter Solomon's wife. I thought he was talking about cannibals. Probably not. No. There couldn't be any cannibals back in the day that far. And Solomon built Jezer, both Haran, then Neither, and Balath, and Tadmor in the wilderness in the land. I mean, basically, they're talking about a whole nother process. But I mean, basically, I already got the point out. So, I mean, this is a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't say it's a bunch of stuff, but it's a bunch of things that occurred. But I mean, honestly, I've already got my point out. Just basically, bro, just don't block your blessing. If God's sending you something, bro, don't block your blessing. Try not to, right? But God knows that if you're not, you know, God knows that you might mess it up. So and this is something that I've learned recently too, bro. Pray for the discipline and the wisdom to keep those blessings. You know what I mean? Don't just think that you have it all in the bag. Pray for discipline and wisdom. And God said the best thing to pray for is wisdom, because wisdom is one of the best. Because how do you achieve anything else in life if you don't have the wisdom? If you don't have the wisdom, then you really don't have anything. There are a lot of please guys, like just understand this. I won't say please, but this is what I'll say. If you have a lot to lose, wisdom is your friend. Wisdom is your friend if you want to do anything in this life. Wisdom. Pray for wisdom. Wisdom, and what else did I say? Wisdom and discipline. Wisdom and discipline are your friends, but mainly wisdom, because if you have wisdom, you'll always know what to do. You know, All right, guys. God bless.